friends, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to the channel today. I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe. Today I am going to be doing the Hues of Color collab, which is, I don't think it's a bi-monthly, it's every other month. Me and Johanna, Sara from Chronic Coloring Down Under, and Te-Arnna from Te-Arnna's Coloring Creations do a collaboration where we take a certain color palette for like the month or the season, I guess I should say, and we do kind of like a coloring video. It could be like color and chat, it could be like a how-to, it could be a tutorial, it could be whatever works. And this month, in the month of June, is a summer color palette. Now, all of our color palettes might be different. And the color palette that I chose is this one right here. Okay. Now, I got this color palette from Pinterest, and I just searched summer color palettes, and this one came up, and I thought it was nice and bright and fun. And so I thought, yeah, that works for me. And then I decided I always do markers. Why not change it up and do pencils? Because I don't think a lot of you guys have seen me just do pencils in a while. So I decided to pull my Black Widows to match these colors. So these are the colors that I have pulled to match these colors. Oh, that's cute. My daughter's in the room with us today. I don't need to play right now, honey. I can't play that game right now. And I will tell you what colors. So for the green color, I chose Apple, and it's from the Monarch set, and it's MN047. For this like tealy blue color, I chose Everglade, which is from the Black Widow set, which is Black Widow 94. And for this like yellowy orange color, melony looking color, I chose Mango, which is from Monarch, which is MN090. And for this orange color, I chose Light Rust from the Dragon set, which is the newest set from Black Widow, which is DG132. And for the final color that's slightly darker than the first one, or the first orangey color, is I chose from the Dragon set Dragon Breath, which is DG161. Now, this is the page that I'm going to be working on, and this page is a PDF that I got from Chroma Gnomes on Etsy. I'm not going to do all of this because that is a lot of work to do on camera. I'm just going to work on this little circle, I think, right here today, and with you guys, and I'll probably do it, I'll probably record in double speed, not super fast speed, but 2x speed, and do a voiceover for that part, just so that if my daughter needs me or something, we don't have any interruptions. Now, since there is a gnome and there is skin, I'm going to do my skin with these. I pulled something different for my skin. I'm going to use Cream, which is from the Monarch set, and Candy, which is from the Monarch set, for my skin tone. And in case you need to know the numbers, Cream is MN071 and Candy is MN036. So yeah, I thought that this is a fun color palette, and I would do this. And I haven't printed this on like really nice paper or anything. This is just multi-purpose paper. I think it's only 36 pounds. It's thinner. It's like an upgrade from regular copy paper. So kind of like Amazon paper. So it's nothing like fabulous, but I just thought we could get started and have fun. So I'm going to stop the video now and put it on the twice speed, not the super fast speed, not hyperlapse, but just a 2x speed. why I color this, but I will do a voiceover on that faster speed as well. And if it comes together faster than I thought, well, then maybe we'll move on to another one. We'll just see how it goes. So I will see you guys back here in just a minute. Bye, friends. Or see you in a minute, friends. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I went ahead and zoomed the screen in so you guys could see the image better. Hopefully this works. Any closer would be way too close. And I want you guys to kind of be able to see what I'm doing. So since the paper is not the best paper, it's just like a slight upgrade from copy paper. The pencils aren't as vibrant on this paper as, say, a premium colored pencil paper, but that's okay. For our purposes today, it works. And sometimes you're on a budget and you can only afford to do the cheap copy paper. So this is fine. Right now I'm just doing the skin real fast using the cream. What's the colors I had pulled? The cream and the candy from the Black Widow sets. I think those were both in the Monarch set. And I did notice it looked a little light, so I added a little bit of the mango in certain spots. Just, I didn't mind if he had a little bit of a sunburn appearance, so that it kind of gave it a little more definition, just a little bit, so it didn't look flat. I wanted to give it a little bit of definition. And I apologize about the shadow. I just have a regular little tiny lamp that I got at Walmart for $5, and so it always creates a shadow, and I film at night, so that's another reason why I have a shadow when I do my videos. So I am using that mango color for the beard, but I'm trying to be very light with it because to me a gnome's beard is usually white or gray, and since white and gray is not really in our color palette, I'm giving him a light mango beard. And you can tell I add a little bit of darker color to it, which is just going into that little bit of darker orange that I pulled earlier, just to make it a little different than his skin color. But not by much. But you can tell it's nice and pastel looking. And I decided I would give him a green hat. So here I'm just doing the basic outlining with the apple shade. And then I'm shading it in very lightly with the apple, because I'm not sure how many layers this paper will take. So when you're not sure about how many layers your paper can take, start with really light layers and then build it from there. Here I'm starting to go a little darker, and I could leave it like that. I switched and put that piece of paper behind it, because sometimes when you have a thinner paper, if you actually have other papers behind it, it will make it feel like it's a thicker piece of paper, and the color laydown will be more pigmented, in my experience. So that is why I decided to put another piece of paper underneath it, in hopes that it would give me more pigment on the piece of paper. So I took that teal blue color, and I'm doing the shading with the teal blue, and I'm trying to shade it out with the apple green. And then I use the mango as my lightest. So as you can tell, I'm using kind of mango in everything, and it will actually make our little gnome guy jive all together, because he'll kind of have a base of mango. Maybe he ate lots of mangoes or something. So, has anybody ever had a mango? Do you like mangoes? Do they taste good? Do you think they're nasty? You can let me know in the comments. I myself have only tasted it once, and it didn't taste that great, but I heard that the one I was eating was not ripe. So that was just the experience I had. So now I'm going into the shirt, and I'm using our orange color. Now I have two orange colors. I'm using the lighter of the two, putting in my base, and then I will go in with the mango again pencil to blend it all out. I like to use lighter colors to blend out my color the best I can anyway. This is a black pen. Just put it on for his eyebrow so we could see the eyebrow. I know that wasn't part of the color palette, but I figured that would be okay because black is like the absence of color, so it's fine. And then I have this, the darkest color that we pulled, which was the dragon's breath, to do the shading in the shirt. And then I figured since our color palette is so limited, we'll make his shorts green. And to do shading in the shorts, I will use that teal color, the turquoisey color, which was Everglade. And you can see he's coming together pretty quickly. These images by Chroma Gnomes, they're just so adorable. He has a website, or not a website, a Facebook page, and he offers several freebies on his Facebook page. You can go there and print off whatever freebies you'd like to color. And I went on there, printed off a few of those, but there was a few that you could only get on Etsy, and so I purchased them on his Etsy store. I believe his first name is Joseph. And when you go to his Etsy store, you can see all the different ones. And this was one of the ones that I purchased. Lots of fun. I like little gnomes. I think they're just so fun and cute. So since I didn't have yellow, I didn't make a yellow center for my flowers. I actually used my apple green and my melon to create the centers. And then I'm using my dragon's breath to color the flowers, just straight coloring because the spots are so small. And it will take me a minute to color all those little spots in the flowers. And that's my daughter. She is in one of those transitional periods where she doesn't want to go to sleep unless mommy goes to sleep too, which is all fun. What can I say? It's summer break here, and kids stay up late, want to party all night long, watch movies, eat junk food. What can I say? But this summer, where I live, hasn't been extremely hot. I mean, we had a couple really hot days, but today and yesterday we were in the 60s, and it was raining, which is like 9 degrees Celsius for those that do the Celsius instead of Fahrenheit. So it's cold for summer. But I did check the weather, and it should be back up in the 90s later this week.
Linda, not Lizzie.
I do have a hard time in the heat. I think, can you be quiet, honey? When I'm in the heat too long, I suffer from like heat exhaustion and heat stroke, and then I have really bad allergies. So I have to be careful how much time I spend outside when it gets super hot. I don't think I could ever do a very hot climate. I do better in a cold climate. I guess I'm that kind of species. I do better in cold versus the heat. And then any kind of major pollen or grass or anything like that, or hay, my eyes swell and I'm just, yeah, miserable. And I'm sure all of you that have allergies out there know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not fun at all.
No.
So I'd rather color flowers. I like to get flowers, but being in a flower field or a field full of sunflowers, oh, if I didn't take some Allegra, I would be in big trouble. How many of you guys have allergies out there? You're probably raising your hands going, oh, I hear you, I hear you. But during the summer here, we pretty much, lots of people go camping, but now with the gas prices going up and economy costing more money, people are more going homebound. There are some amusement parks here, but not anything great as like Disneyland or anything like that. They're simple. And people do go on a lot of family vacations where they go with like family reunions and extended family. And of course, we have to do swimming here. We do our blow-up kiddie swimming pool in the backyard. The kids have a good old time. And barbecues, hamburgers, hot dogs, grilled chicken, kebabs, all those wonderful things. And here during the summer, they do a lot of like county fairs and livestock auctions and things like that where I live. So there are, like if you go outside, there are cows, there are pigs, people have chickens. It's kind of like another day on the farm here. I don't live on a farm, but my mother has kind of like the farmer lifestyle. And so we get to go there and see the chickens and things like that. And the kids enjoy that. And when you go to the little fairs that the community does, they're not extravagant. They're like a little country fair that's just tiny and simple and, just nice and easy. And people make homemade food and you can purchase it, or homemade crafts. And the little kids will put on like dance shows or talent shows or whatever. So it's just a little thing that they do up here. And sometimes we go, sometimes we don't. It just depends, especially with my boys being autistic. They can't handle lots of people, so a lot of times we just do our own thing. And one of our favorite activities to do in the summer is just take a picnic and go to the park. It sounds really simple, but we just take some sandwiches and go to the park, and the kids play on the playground equipment. And once it gets too hot, we leave. And they do have here in Utah things called splash pads or splash zones, which is like water comes out of the ground, like water fountains or sprinklers, but it's on cement, and the kids can play in them, and it's kind of like a park, and you can go there like from 8 in the morning till 8 at night if you want to. I know that they closed them all down during the COVID, but I think they're back up open this season. It's just been too cold for us to go, so maybe we will have to plan a trip later in July or something.
Maybe tomorrow.
My daughter goes, maybe tomorrow. So we'll have to see what happens. We also like to do indoor things like go bowling and go to the arcade and stuff like that. But yeah, one of the things we like to do is create like an agenda, a schedule where the kids pick the activities, and like this day is ice cream day, or this day is the day we're going to the zoo, or whatever. so that way the kids have something to look forward to, and that way moms don't go crazy, if you know what I mean. And yeah, give them jobs and activities to do. The summer can get really hectic, but at the same time, if it's organized somewhat, it doesn't get too bad. Easier said than done. Right here, I'm actually shading in this circle. I thought it kind of looked like a bubble because kids, and you see bubbles during the summer. So I thought I would do my best to shade this. Now, normally I would use like a pencil blender or some kind of way to blend in my pencil lines. But since I'm trying to just stick with the color palette here, I am not going to do that. So there will be pencil lines, but it's okay. It will look good in the end. I mean, it's not drastic. It's just very faint. And it's a pencil coloring, so it's okay to have pencil lines. So if you don't have all those special equipments to blend, just go in lightly and make sure you just do your layers lightly. And even if there's pencil lines, it's okay. It's a pencil coloring. It doesn't have to be perfect. So as you can see, he's like trying to catch flowers in this like bubble, which is very fun. So I am going to be getting close to being over here, and then you guys will see me on the flip side at the end of this video here in just a second. Here I took the Snow White Black Widow, hoping that maybe I could blend it out, but it didn't do anything, so that doesn't do anything. You can just ignore this step. But I will see you at the end cap here in just a few. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And happy summer. Okay guys, we're back. So at the end there, I was trying to decide if I wanted to fill in the circle, and I decided to go ahead and do that. So I basically used all of the pencils. I only pulled one thing that wasn't a pencil, and it was just to fill in that little black dot for his eyebrow. But I used the color palette. So that is the color palette for this guy. And some colors didn't come out nearly as vibrant, and I think it's just because of the paper that I'm using. And you can still see my pencil strokes pretty good when I was trying to do the background, because I didn't use like a Prisma white to blend it all in or anything. So there's still some sketchy appearance, but overall I think it still looks really cute. And if you guys have questions about the colors I used, I will put them down in the description. And you guys have a fabulous day. I will do my best to try to finish this, or maybe I will save it for maybe the next time and we'll pick another one to do, or I don't know, we'll just see what happens. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, helps the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, friends.